Hello, and welcome to Most Mindful Minutes. Today, we'll be discussing 8 tips to save money on gardening. We all know how expensive gardening can be, but these tips will help you cut costs so you can use that money to improve your garden further. Leave a like if this video helps you at all, and let's get right into it. One of the best ways to save money gardening is making your own compost. Plants need nutrients, but buying fertilizers or pre-made compost can get expensive quick. By making your own compost, you can have healthier plants with no extra cost. You can start your own compost bin by following a simple recipe, a 3-to-1 ratio of brown materials to green materials. Brown materials are dry and organic, like dead leaves, cardboard, straw, wood shavings, and hay. Green materials are wet and organic, like kitchen scraps, coffee grounds, weeds, and grass clippings. Combine your brown and green materials into a bin at least 3 feet deep, then add water regularly until damp and stir weekly. After a few months, you will have nutrient-rich compost that will make your garden beautiful at no extra cost to you. Here's a tip that may go against something you hear regularly. You should plant seeds, not pre-grown plants. While it may be tempting to buy small tomato plants or flowers, buying seeds will save you a ton of money in the long run. To put it into perspective, tomato plants are generally over 6 times as expensive as tomato seeds, and that number only goes up when you're talking about flowers. You can get cheap seeds from any local garden stores, and that will only cost you a few dollars per packet. And each packet can plant between 10 and 15 plants. Compared to the expensive pre-grown plants, the seed packets cost less and give more, which is why I recommend buying seed packets over pre-grown plants. Another tip for saving money gardening is liking this video and subscribing to the channel. I will be posting regular gardening content that will help you improve your skills and save money, so subscribing will let you stay connected with the new uploads. Leave a comment letting me know you subscribed and I'll try to reply to each one. Now on to the next tip. Buying used garden supplies is one of the most impactful money savers. From small tools and pots to large wheelbarrows and shovels, there's a ton of gardening supplies needed, and they can get expensive quick. The easiest way to get them cheap is to visit garage or estate sales, where you're almost guaranteed to find something garden related. They'll likely be on sale for only a few dollars, so buy anything garden related you see. Another way to get these supplies for cheap is to ask friends or people in your community who garden as well. They'll want to support other gardeners and probably have spare tools or pots they aren't using. By cutting down the cost of tools, you can spend more on other things like expensive plants. You might be wondering, why would I buy expensive plants if they're just going to wilt away when they're out of season? Well, that question brings us directly into the next tip. During hot summer months, watering your garden is expensive. The last thing anyone wants is their water bill to go up because of their hobbies. One easy way to cut these costs is by harvesting rainwater. You can set up a simple rain barrel or even install a more elaborate rainwater collection system. Not only does this save money on your water bill, but it also reduces your environmental footprint by conserving this precious resource. Speaking of reducing your environmental footprint, recycling old containers and using them as plant pots is a cute and environmentally sustainable way to grow. Instead of purchasing expensive plant pots, consider using recycled containers like yogurt cups or egg cartons for seedlings, and larger cans or milk jugs for bigger plants. Not only is this good for the environment, it adds a personal touch to your garden that gives it a homey feel. A huge cost of gardening is buying mulch, and there's a good reason why. Mulching is a great way to conserve moisture, suppress weeds, and improve soil health in your garden. Many people don't know that you don't have to break your bank trying to buy mulch. Instead of purchasing expensive mulch, consider using free or low-cost alternatives like grass clippings, leaves, or straw. Not only will this save money, but it will also add organic matter into your soil as the mulch breaks down, giving your plants more nutrients to help them grow. If you're growing flowers, this next tip will save you a ton of money. Having to buy flowers each year to plant is expensive, and a lot of times you're just buying the same plants over and over. Consider investing in perennial plants that come back year after year rather than annuals that need to be replanted each season. Perennials may have higher upfront costs, but will save you money in the long run by reducing the need to purchase new plants every year. Plus, many perennial varieties are low maintenance and require less water and fertilizer than annuals. Another great way to save is to consider joining gardening communities or clubs in your area. Not only is it a great way to connect with fellow gardeners and share tips and advice, but you can also save money by participating in seed swaps, plant exchanges, and group purchases. Gardening communities often have access to resources and discounts that can help you save money on plants, seeds, tools, and supplies. Oftentimes, the communities have tips to help save too, making them a valuable resource no matter how experienced you are with gardening. Here's a bonus tip. You should build your own raised garden beds. Raised beds are expensive, ranging from $40 to $300, but they provide so many benefits like temperature control and good drainage. For more information about the benefits of building a raised garden bed and how to build a cheap one with materials you may already have, watch the video in the top right corner. I know I said 8 tips, but I'm throwing in another bonus so you can save extra. Did you know you can save money on seeds by collecting and saving seeds from your harvest? At the end of the growing season, select seeds from your healthiest and most robust plants, properly dry and store them, and they'll be ready to plant next season. Make sure that you store the dried seeds in a cool, dry place so they don't start to sprout. When the next year rolls around, you'll be ready to plant again. I know I recommend buying seeds over pre-grown plants, but seed saving is a simple yet effective way to reduce gardening costs year after year. Imagine the impact on your gardening budget if you never had to buy seeds or plants at all. This has been 8 tips to help you save money gardening. Leave a comment telling me if this video helped you, and be sure to like and subscribe to support the channel. Remember, be the good you want to see in the world. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.